at 30 degrees, varus valgus. And I can say that when you're tensioning the ACL, you can change the amount of varus valgus laxative on the operating table. And I think that this is an important part. Everything else we've talked about is in the other plane. But the ACL as a varus valgus stabilizer also has an importance. So here at about 30 degrees, I'm just looking for the biggest one. Do you feel a difference between those two?
Yeah.
Which one is more total excursion?
The left side.
Sometimes, yeah. You have to come way a bit forward and be like it. So, now go ahead and sit back up. So again, this is not a complete examination, but let's say that Chris was post-operative and that I had done those three positions to determine the quality of my surgery, or whether I had really adequately addressed primary and secondary restraints. Well, I would say, yes, that's about as good as I can do. The two knees are not a max set anymore, and there is increased varus valgus laxity, but I can only get a very faint suggestion of a pivot glide on you on the one knee I can't get on the other knee. So, just once again, 85% of the knees, this is irrelevant. 15%, you really need to figure out what's happening to the secondary restraints as they are coupled to the ACL. And that has to do with all the variables that every speaker has said. And I haven't picked up from one speaker anything that is, was opposite to the way I feel from this examination. It's all complementary. And if I look back at the history of the ACL study group, I can say that the level of the discussion we've had this afternoon on the implications and so on is at such a much higher level than through all the years we've been building this infrastructure until, you know, we're here with the questions of today and so on like that. And I guess let's just open it up for questions and see if